listened to the call, and it made sense to me and got me excited. And then all of a sudden I watched the 2 videos and I'm like, man, that makes sense. I know this business owner, this business owner, this business owner. You pretty much got me. And then what happens then is a hotel meeting or a meeting one-on-one should be the place that confirms the recruiting process, not the initial engagement, not the initial presentation. You ever wonder how some people say, well, come meet me for coffee, and you sit down and you go through this whole big presentation, and then they quit, or they don't even join, they don't call you back, nothing? You know why? Because they always are going to be asking themselves, can I do what they just did? Right. I don't have time to get off work and go in the middle of the afternoon to a coffee shop and meet with people. This looks like a great opportunity. You ever had somebody say, that looks like a great opportunity, I just don't have time to do it? Okay? Pat, I'm going to use you as an example. What did you say to me Thursday night at our hotel meeting with the person you came next to me?
First time I used that 3-step, the first person I used that on, I gave him the phone number, I gave him the phone number, and I said, I knew the guy was looking for an opportunity. I said, just listen to the number, then get back with me, and tell me what you like best about that call. And I let it go a couple of days, called him back, he gave me the information, he was very interested in it. I sent him to 2 videos, that was before Mike had it up on those 2 particular videos, but picked it off his website, CCM Basics. Did him a couple of videos, he loved what he saw, came to my house, we did the presentation, I saw the light bulb kick on. And now he's so excited, he's at home right now watching videos. So I'm talking.
Because here's the thing, and guess what? When you get into this presentation part right here, 90% of actual training, they just experienced. They just experienced the exact process that you're going to take, that they're going to take somebody through. It is a monkey see, monkey do business.
Right. By the way, he joined.
And by the way, he joined and he was at the meeting, I remember, yeah. But this is real important because what happens is a lot of people, how many of you guys have seen me give a live presentation, hotel meeting? I knock it out of the park, don't I? Right? And guess what? Every one of your guests, if it was their first exposure, their thought was, man, that guy was good in front of the room. I could never do what he does. Looks cool. You guys are probably going to make some money. As long as that guy is always standing in front of the room. You see what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Because now, if anybody can edify a tool, anybody can edify a tool. I have learned to become a professional edifier of tools. Edifier of tools. Oh my gosh. You have... I don't know why it's the dyslexia. Doers, I'll just call you Doers or Johnny Walker. So, BJ. So, BJ, listen, you should hear the testimony on that second video of what this guy did for a single account. You know the audio that they were talking about, the guys that were getting in and they could get paid on these energy accounts? Yeah, you should watch that one. Okay, I'll watch that. How hard is it to get somebody to listen to it if they've already heard something? And what happens, and this is important that you remember this, it's people join things and they start to become believable through what we call a preponderance of proof. You might want to write that down. A preponderance of proof. But instead of just fire hosing somebody at one time and then they put their defenses up because you just bombarded them, I have systematically dripped on people quicker than one person who could badger somebody for 2 weeks. I may have dripped on 50 people in the same time frame that this one person is begging them and begging them and begging them to come sit down, and they keep talking on the phone and tell them to sign up just to get them to shut up. Right? Anybody ever experienced that besides me? Thank you. I used to do it all the time. Okay? These are learned experiences. People learn, it's called a vicarious experience. They learn through watching people do something, and they learn through their own personal experience. And if all you do is play ignorant the whole time, I play as dumb as possible all the time. All the time. You know what my favorite phrase is when people ask me questions? You ready? I'm going to teach you this. A lot of you that have been in my trainings know what this is. Ask me a question. I don't know. How are the lines buried? I don't know. How do you get commercial accounts? I don't know. I know that one. I'm sorry, that was the wrong one to say. You know, how does all the detail work? Blah blah blah. Oh, I don't know. Call the cap division. Here's the thing, if you ever want to be free in this business and have a huge group, you cannot be the go-to guy or girl. You can't be it, because then it'll just drag your energy down and you'll just become like, just bombarded by all this stuff, and you become babysitting, and then you, who may be a really good recruiter, just got out of recruiting mode and got into management mode. Why am I able to sponsor people as quickly as I can? Because everybody watches what I do and they immediately believe they can do what I'm doing. And it's just my enthusiasm that gets them over the hump to take a listen. I just use my enthusiasm and the fire, the excitement, to get them to pay attention. Does that make sense? So if we walk, I'm going to go back one. If we walk somebody through the process, and now here's the thing, I'm going to use this example. I walk Pat through that sample, and Pat signs up as a rep. This is another major fear for a lot of people when they join the business. I got one, now what? Right? Here's the thing. I don't want my people coming out of recruiter mode to go into training mode. They're brand new into business. You guys been in a week. What the heck do you know? How are you going to train your new person? You're not. You know why? Because we have systems to help you do that. And again, the whole system perpetuates itself. If you go here, this is a thing called Straight Talk Secrets. It will be actually the first download on CCM Basics. Okay, and you can download them right there. And what it is it's literally a 40-minute call. How the heck would you get somebody to be able to listen to a 40-minute call? Because because everything's systematic. I mean, I've just walked them through simple steps, and they want to be in my business. They liked what they heard throughout the process. They want this information. They want to make $1 million. And what happens when I take them to Straight Talk Secrets, we had Ron and stuff, we worked together on this, we created it to give them the right philosophies and expectations of what this business is. Yeah, you're going to have to play to win. Yeah, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do this. And even though it's a recorded call on a phone, on the side, you can't see it here, but on the side we have minute marks. And on the phone you can actually push a button or two and it will speed up 10 seconds or 1 minute or whatever. So if you couldn't listen to it all the way to work and you hung up, you would know exactly where you were, make a little check mark on your thing, and you could go right back to that same spot. If there was a point that you were really having trouble with, you could go right to that minute marker and boom, it would do the work. Again, you want to take yourself out of the equation. Learn to do it systematically, and I'm telling you, go boom, 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 boom. So now if I've got Pat listening to Straight Talk Secrets, he's got the right mindset, he's got the right philosophies, he understands what he's got his hands on, he's made his list, he's got his things, and it's all done for me. The next step is take a guess what he's going to go do. He's got this right here, explains to him about why you're going to go get the getting started, and on the getting started, guess what it walks you through? The 3-step process. Here's what you say, and right on there, we have exactly the script to get somebody's attention to want to listen to a recorded message. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? Do you like that? Does this make sense enough that you can see yourself using it? Because it's efficient and it works, okay? Final tips as I wind down. Learn to play to win instead of playing not to lose. How many sports fans do I have in the room? Okay? Even if you're not, I'm sure you've experienced this. Everybody talks about momentum, right? Momentum is so critical in your business. And everything works better with momentum. Everything. It's exciting. It's tangible. You can feel it. It's like ready to go. You want to put your helmet on, right? But here's what I see. You ever watch football games where the team will be ahead by maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns? They're ahead because they did what? They were attacking. They were aggressive. They were going at it. They were blitzing the linebackers. They were throwing deep passes and so on. And then all of a sudden, third quarter comes around and say, we got a 3-score lead on them. Okay? Hey, genius, didn't you see it was Peyton Manning in the other locker room? And all of a sudden, you guys laid back and played prevent